I didn't grow up with the PlayStation, I was a Nintendo kid, but my cousins were blessed and let me watch them play Metal Gear, Ratchet & Clank, Jak and Daxter, and today's topic, Sly Cooper, a series of platform stealth games. The first 3 games in the series were developed by Sucker Punch Productions. Sanzaru Games developed the 4th game, while Sucker Punch worked on the infamous series. But you know we aren't here to talk about the games. Sly Cooper has a number of nifty promo items collectors would love to steal or purchase. Let's get stealthy as we dive into the world of Sly Cooper merchandise. The Thieves Raccoon, Sly Cooper made its debut on the PlayStation 2 in 2002, and in Europe this press kit was given to the press. It includes a replica of the Thieves Raccoonus book, along with a press release game disc. The title of the game was Sly Raccoon, evident by this poster of early artwork. It's extremely rare. This backpack was distributed as part of the Sly Thief kit that was awarded to the first 100 people who collected all of the secret codes on the promotional website when Sly Cooper and a Thieves Raccoonus was released. This was a pin or button for Sly Cooper and a Thieves Raccoonus. It was likely included in a press kit or distributed at a convention like E3, but that is purely speculation. Nothing is really known about this item except for the fact that one surfaced on eBay a while back. This is considered to be extremely rare and would likely command a hefty price. Practically nothing is known about this item. These mugs were probably never intended for mass distribution. They were most likely a promotional item at the studio or given at conventions. This item is considered to be ultra rare and you'll likely never come across one. You can thank the Sly Cooper Fan Network for the information on these items. Thanks guys! Prima published the strategy guide for Sly Cooper. It comes with a giant poster which I can't seem to find photos of. I imagine it's of the box art or commonly used promo art. Kaito published the guidebook in Japan with unique artwork on the cover. This t-shirt was for promotional use during the first game's release. It has the game's logo on the front and Sly's head on the back. The binoculars you see in this photo were likely a pre-order bonus or given to employees. Info on these is almost non-existent, so if you know anything about them, then let me know in the comments. Band of Thieves is the sequel to Sly Cooper, and this beanie was likely used for promotional use as hardly ever come up for sale. Employees at Sucker Punch probably wore them during production, just like this shirt. It has Sly's face and name embroidered in white. The press kit is this simple disc containing assets for the press to use. The internal packaging contains info about the game and how to promote it. Bratty Games would go and publish a strategy guide for Sly 2, using the box art as the cover. At the time of Sly 2, a comic series written and penned by Travis Kotsibu, Augie Pagan, Dev Madden, and Karen Madden would hit Sucker Punch's online store. At least the first issue. And I apologize if I got your names wrong. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at pronouncing things. The third game, Honor Among Thieves, would be the last Sucker Punch would see of Sly Cooper until Sanzaru Games continued the franchise. Sucker Punch's online store would get a variety of items like t-shirts of the game's box art in gray and white, and of Sly's face in color, and as a sketch. There are also beanies of the Sly Cooper logo in black and gray, as well as a cap. The baseball cap was actually added at the last moment. You can thank Bruce Oberg, who also implemented the 3D feature in Sly 3. These postcards of the 5 characters are printed on glossy paper and shrink wrapped for protection. A fun note, the postcards are a favorite of Juliet Johnson. Her 5-year-old daughter gave a few out at school. That's really cool. I would have loved to have been one of those kids. These acrylic magnets were sold separately for $3.49 a piece. There are 4 characters and the 5th one is of the box art. This multi-purpose zipper pull of Sly is made of precision cut acrylic just like the magnets. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals! Once again made of precision cut acrylic. This is a Christmas ornament featuring the thieves holding presents that were likely stolen from Santa himself. Sly 3 has a steady soundtrack. The song list includes a few bonus tracks from Sly 2, Band of Thieves as well. they've been remixed and remastered by Peter McConnell for your listening pleasure. The comic series of Sly Cooper would get a second issue, written and penned by the same people. Only this time, you had Jordan Kotzebue, Kathy Anderson, and Edward Pun. Heh, I bet they make a lot of puns out of your name, huh? No offense! I mean no offense! It's a joke, please! Please, I swear! Sly Cooper has its own How to Draw book by Scholastic. You can thank Travis Kotzebue, a Sucker Punch concept artist, for all the final pieces and poses in Scholastic's How to Draw book. Another book is this novel written by Michael Anthony Steele and published by Scholastic called To Catch a Thief. Heh, Steele, get it? Because thieves! Get it? It's a pun!
Laugh!
It is also worth mentioning that the cover art curiously depicts Sly in a style similar to Sly Cooper and the Thieves Raccoonus and Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time. 3D jobs were originally only present in the PlayStation 2 release of Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves until the release of the Sly Collection, in which every job in each game can be played in 3D if the television allows for 3D viewing. In these jobs, Sly Cooper or the rest of the game has to use the depth optimizer goggles that Bentley created. When playing any of these jobs, the player is given the option to choose whether they want to play in 3D. The PlayStation 2 release of Sly 3 comes with a set of 3D glasses that the player can use to view these jobs in 3D. In the Sly Collection, the player is not given the option to play in 3D, and a job starts normally, either in 2D with a 2D TV or in 3D with the 3D TV. In the PS2 version, some of the job replays can be done in 3D. This does not include the original 3D jobs. Several of the Master Thief challenges are playable in 3D as well. There's also an E3 2005 variant with Sly Cooper's ears. It's kinda cool how these were used. Finally, the item everyone has been waiting for! The elusive Sly Cooper figurine. Sly Cooper is captured in a 6-inch tall figurine made of high-quality resin. The 6-inch base provides the stability to capture Sly in one of his action poses. Parts are non-moving, but the cane can be removed. Only 150 figurines were made available through an online store, with portions of proceedings going to Child's Play. In that website, where you can donate and purchase that figure, is at www.childsplaycharity.org. Finding one of these is every Sly Cooper's dream, but they are extremely rare. In 2010, Sly Cooper would get the PS3 Trilogy treatment with slightly better graphics. Bratty Games would publish a guidebook to help you beat all 3 games. 3 years later, Sly Cooper would get a 4th game, titled Thieves in Time. When this image was first leaked by an employee at Sony, people concluded that it must be part of a collector's edition for Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time. Unfortunately, we were wrong. It is unknown how many of these exist, but one can be frequently seen floating around Sucker Punch Productions studios, as seen from photos on their Twitter page. 2 lucky winners got this Sly Cooper themed PS3 during a treasure design contest ran by Sunzaru Games back in 2012. The soundtrack for Sly 4 was distributed digitally only as far as I know, but you can listen to it on various streaming sites like YouTube. Even though there hasn't been a recent Sly Cooper game since Thieves of Time, the franchise would continue to get merchandise, like this Funko Pop of Sly himself, and a Stubbins plush. So far, this is the only plush of Sly Cooper. Gaming Heads made this statue of Sly Cooper on a rooftop. It was limited to 750 units, whereas the gold or bronze version is limited to 350. The same can be said for the new statues set to release this year. If you aren't a fan of dynamic poses, there is a standard pose of the raccoon. These statues are above the $300 mark, so expect to pay a hefty price regardless. Just don't go robbing a bank to get them, okay? Before I wrap up this video, I cannot go without mentioning the Sly Cooper movie. Sony announced it in 2014 with a promising teaser of the film. However, it was cancelled. You can find more info about it on the Lost Media Wiki and check out the full teaser on YouTube. It's a darn shame that it was cancelled, but maybe it'll be revived one day as Sony is getting original movies like Uncharted. Perhaps it was for the better since Ratchet's movie didn't do so well. Truth be told, I had a blast researching this franchise. The amount of history and diverse items Sly Cooper has feels refreshing compared to what I normally find. The Thieves Raccoon has a future. He had a cameo in the new Ratchet & Clank game and is still getting merchandise. Sony is aware the franchise has potential and loyal fans. Let's hope that if Sly Cooper returns, it'll steal more hearts and keep it alive in the PlayStation world. 1, 2, 3. Can't sound like Vocaloid. Sanzaru Games developed the fourth game while Sunker? What the heck is a Sunker Punch? Is that some kind of sunky move? I better make note of that for the Sunky Discord. Sly Cooper has a number of nifty profo? What the heck is a profo? Why am I making words that don't exist? What dialect do I speak? Stupidity, am I right? These mugs were probably never intended for mass... I'm about to go Super Saiyan. These mugs were probably never intended for mass... Porky Pig, get your shiz together! My gosh! The third game, Honor Among Thieves, would be the last Sucker Punch would see of... Did I say Sunker Punch again? Why do I keep saying Sunker Punch? The third game, Honor Among Thieves, would be the last Sucker Punch would ever see of Sly Cooper. Let me repeat that again! The third game, Honor Among Thieves, would be the last Sucker Punch would see of Sly Cooper until Sanzaru Games continued the franchise. And I will repeat that again!